Buzz with Jess Lujan.
Good evening, Guam. I'm Jess Lujan. Welcome to this edition of The Buzz. My in-studio guest this evening is independent candidate to Congress, Jonathan Blas Diaz, and he's with me this evening. Jonathan, hey, buenas and hafa day.
Buenas and hafa day.
Hey, you're not, for most of you out there listening and viewing audience, actually, Jonathan, you're not new to running for office. This is your third run at political office, third consecutive election. 2 elections ago, if I'm not mistaken, you ran for delegate as well under the Democratic banner. You obviously saw or continue to see some things that maybe are not being done or not to your satisfaction or maybe to the people's Guam satisfaction, and therefore you're seeking again to be elected to the office of delegate to Congress. Your background and your thoughts on that.
Thank you very much for that question. I really appreciate. Buenas and hafa day todos hamju bueno hujung. Guau si Jonathan Diaz ja malalaguju para este Congreso na posisyon ja maguvju na matuju guni magi para by quintusis and si Senator guni magi fionhu jan malaguju na by sangani minagahit puri tautotano guni gis latan Guam. Ja I'm talking tonight to you and asking you to listen with open arms and open eyes and open ears to listen to the truth of what we seek in Washington, D.C. And I believe that the one issue that will face us come January 2013 are automatic cuts in Washington, D.C. And my concern is that we have not heard as to what actual cuts will happen come January from our current delegate. And it's important that I step forward as a good son of Guam who is trying his best to answer the call of the people and serve them by teaching them and holding out hands open wide so that we can learn together and that we can be together in this movement, because it's a movement of the people. And there's one issue that must be addressed, and I implore the CODEL that are here this evening. Thank you very much, representatives and senators from all of the contiguous states. Welcome to Guam. But we are going to talk about our self-determination here on our island that has been denied to the Chamorro people since 1521. And all of the things that we've been talking about so far has been about Chamorro self-determination. It is not a race-based issue, it is a time-based issue. And it goes back respectively to 1898 and of course 1950 respectively. And in terms of where we are at right now, we face healthcare issues, our economy is shot. Every single person is worried that tax increases will continue to rise while the inflation, and how will people survive? That's the question. And it goes back to the heart of why Guam exists, Senator, and that is Guam exists because we're a place that always has. It's a place that is home. It's a place that you and I know have grown up. We have our own vernacular that goes back probably a little bit over 4,000 years old. And being one of the first people of this planet, and in Oceania itself, we need to talk about this because they're thinking about a military expansion yet again. And I think that it behooves the United States to really listen to what the Chamorro people have to say here on Guam. And I believe that the Chamorro people, what they want is just a fair chance to vote. We have been second-class citizens since that time, 1521. And our ancestors, how do we honor our ancestors? The war reparation issue, I implore the United States and also the government of Japan to release the funds to go for this war reparations before any military expansion takes place. Okinawa, we stand in solidarity with you, and all the people this evening who are suffering right now in torrential rains, and I hope everybody is safe. And that's the message tonight. The message tonight is very clear, that we have a dream and that we have a goal. And that goal is to stand with 2 feet firmly in the ground and say, yeah, again.
Jonathan, talked about our background, our language, and all going back over 4,000 years, and also we are known as a very respectful community as well. Respeto y mananata.
Okay.
In the news the past couple weeks, or was it last week? You were accused of being disrespectful because you sought an evaluation, I guess a psychological evaluation from our current incumbent delegate, and they said posing that question, asking that question, is disrespectful. Jonathan Diaz.
First and foremost, if I have offended anybody because of my actions, because those questions are legitimate, especially when we know for a fact that there were issues, right, in the last election. And I think that we just want to be fair to the people. I have a wonderful 90-year-old grandmother that's watching right now. And I learned everything that I've known about Guam through her. She is my last guela. She is my last. But all of our families, need to look at the issue and ask the question. The young generation need an opportunity to ask good questions. And I think that these are really good questions. And if I'm going to take over and I ask the hand of and blessings of my elders within the community, if I'm going to do this, then I want to show what I can do, what kind of person and what kind of things that I can produce intellectually.
So if her committee will say, we will take one, if you would take one.
I believe that this is already like the second time that I've asked her to come out and just talk. It's really meant to discuss the issues. What are the insights that you've learned? That's the opportunity for the elder to teach. A younger person like myself, I'm proud to be Chamorro. And I'm proud to be from Guam, from this region of the world that has a duty for the world to be the next Switzerland. Let's make Guam a new Switzerland, right? We'll have all of the militaries from different parts of the region come and explore our islands, come fish in our waters. And it gets down to that because we are getting into this idea of warfare, and it's scary. I reach out to Oak Creek in Wisconsin this evening and to our Sikh community here that have been totally stereotyped. And that's what a Chamorro is. We are an international, our bloodlines are flowing through it. And, we are Filipino, we are Caucasian, we are African American or Black or Negro. We are every single person that you've ever met in any international airport because that's what Chamorros are.
There we go. Hey, we're going to take a quick break, come back again. We can take your calls. Remember, it's 632-8255 or 632-TALK. That's 632-8255 or 632-TALK. Be right back.